Hi friends, it's Kamal and you are watching Maths by Jajoria. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. In this video, I will explain the percentage. I have already explained fraction, decimal and percentage in my previous video. I have briefly explained the relation between these three. You can find the information, you can watch my video in playlist under fraction, decimal and percentage. I will really recommend that if you're not sure about percentage, if you're not good in this area, you watch that video first so that you can have a basic idea before we proceed with this video. Okay? Right. So percentage are used in everyday life. For example, calculating discounts during sale, interest rate at the bank or any finance company. Knowing how to find and use percentage is an important skill. Okay. Now I'll start with the example of increase and decrease an amount by a percentage. So in this first example, we have increase 50 by 8%. And then I'll come to this part here. So let's say to increase 50% by 8, the first step, what we need to do is find out %8 of the 50, right? Okay. So you can write this to simplify, right? And that gives you okay. Then you can cancel these 2 zeros with this, right? And then you got 4 here. Okay, so 8% of 50 is 4. Okay, so to increase 50 pound by 8, what you do, you add 4 pound, yeah, onto 50 pound. Okay, so you get 50 plus 4, that gives us 54 pound, right? So answer to this is 54 pound. Okay, so that was one of the example of increase an amount by percentage. Okay, now the second example I will explain decrease 72 kilogram by 40%. Now before I do this, let's go through this statement here. That's to increase and decrease an amount by percentage. First calculate the percentage of the amount and then either add this answer on to increase the quantity. So the first step is always that would be to find out the percentage. So you to calculate percentage. First calculate percentage, okay? Then if there's increase, then you add And now, as I'm going to go through the decrease one, you subtract. Okay, so let's get this example. Right, again, same thing. It says decrease 72 kilogram by 40. So the first step would be you find out 40% of 72. Okay, so as you all know that the 40% can be written like this as well. Right, let's simplify this. So that gives us, I write down here first, okay, and then I go here and just try to sort out something for you as well. So let's simplify this. So you can easily take this off as well, 0 to 0. Okay, make sure there is no decimal here. Okay, has to be the whole number like this, and that will give you, okay, so let's take that off once and make it here. Then you got, okay, right, you can multiply this 72 multiply 4, and that will give you 288, and then again divide by 10, which can be written as 28.8. Okay, so clear so far? Right. So now you know that 40% of 72 kilo is 28.8 kilo. Now because it's a decrease, what you will do? Subtract. Okay, so we're going to subtract this. So let's subtract this. And that will give us, okay, so that's your answer. Decrease 72 kg by 40. This is the answer you got. So now you got, when you increase here, you add to increase. If it's decrease, then you subtract. Okay, so that was one of the example of increase and decrease in amount by percentage. Okay, now let's move on to percentage change. This is another example as well. Now before I go for that, let's go through this statement. It is possible to look at the difference between two numbers and work out the percentage increase or percentage decrease. So again, you will always have these things, increase or decrease. This is known as percentage change. Okay, so here is one example. Artificial jewelry is bought at the cardboard sale for £40. It is later sold in the shop for £50. What is the percentage profit? Now, whenever you do percentage, one thing you need to make sure that always you will have find out percentage. Okay, that always you will have some kind of percentage you need to work out. Okay, so let's see how we can do. The first what we do is work out the difference between the two numbers. Okay, so the numbers we have here, we have this number and this number. Okay, so it was bought £40 and then sold for 50. So as you know, the difference. So first what we will do, we will work out the difference between the two numbers. So this is what it is. The difference between 40 and 50 is 10. Okay, so I write down here for you. Difference between 40 and 50. Okay, so that's what we got. Now divide this number by the original number. So which one is the original number? Okay, so this is what you need to be bit careful about that. So artificial jewelry is bought at the car boot sale for 40 pound. Okay, so what we do, so let's write down here, percentage change is equal to 10 by 40, right? So difference 10 pound. Okay, so the 10 pound difference was for this. So the 10 pound difference on the 41. So this is what you have to be careful about, that one. So let me just write down here as well. So the percentage change is difference with the original. Okay, so as long as you understand this, and this concept, the percentage change concept, that it will, difference will be divided with the original. Okay, that you must do. Right, so what we got here, we got here 1 by 4. Okay, so that's the, you just get rid of this 2 0. Okay, so that's the percentage change, right? That's the percentage change. Now the percentage change, you simply multiply with 100 because you need a percentage, and that gives you what, 25, and that will be a 25%, right? So now move to another example. Okay, let me just make it clear to you. Right, so let me explain to you what reverse percentage is. This helps us to work out the original price or value of an item after it has been increased or decreased in value. For example, following a price increase or a sale. Okay, so let's do the example then. Right, a shop has a sale where 20% is taken off all prices. A top is now worth 24 pound. What price was it originally? Okay, so calculating reverse percentages. Calculating reverse percentage depends on knowing that before an increase or decrease in price. Okay, so that's the first bit. Increase or decrease in price. An item is always worth 100%. So whether it's increase or decrease in price, the item is always worth 100%. This is what you need of its value. Sorry, of its value. This is, you must understand that first. No matter what that value is. Okay. This is because 100% represents the whole amount or the full price. Okay. Once you understand that, then you will see the concept is clear. So, okay. Now, I'm going to move on to solve this. And then I will also explain to you that when you have a reverse percentage, what you should not do. Okay, that I will do towards the end of this. Once we complete this example, then I will explain to you. Right. The original price of the top is unknown. Okay. But no matter what this price was, this is 100% of the value. So the shop has then reduced prices by 20%. This means that the 80% of the value of the top, which is 100, minus 20%, that's what it is, 80%. Okay, and that is worth 24 pound. Yeah, that's clear. Now, to find the original price of the item, you need to find the 100%. So let me just write down here, to find the original price of the item, 100% has to be found. Okay, so there's a lot of ways, but I will explain to you the simple way. So as you know, 80% is equal to 24, right? From here. Okay. Now what we do, we need to get 1%. Okay, so that's the catch, 1%. So how do you do that? You change this to 1%. So the best way of doing is you can divide both sides by 80 to get 1%. Okay, so divide by 80, that will be like 1% here, equal to 24 divided by 80. Okay, because it's both sides, right? And that will give you 0.3, right? Okay, one more time. As you have done here, 80% is 24 pound, right? Because it was decreased 20%. That's why we got here 80%, and that was 80% was worth 24 pound. This is where we got it from. Now we got this statement here, 80% of the, which is equal to 24. I can put pound if you want to here, 24 pound. So now divide both sides. We divided both sides by 80 to get 1%. So you must get this 1%. That's the only easiest way to get this reverse percentage. Once we get the 1%, then you know it's easy. You got 1%, okay, by dividing 24 by 80. That is what you got. But once you have this, then what you do, you multiply down both sides with, write down here for you, 100 to get 100%. Okay, so what you do, you multiply with 100 to get 100%. So this is what we're gonna do now. Multiply with 100 to get 100%. Okay, so what we got here now? Got here 100% equal to this got 30. Okay, so 100% of the value of the top worth £30, which means before the sale of 20%, so which means before the sale of 20%, the top cost was £30. Okay, now if you want to check this, just a quick check on that one, that you got the answer can be like, you can test this by taking 20% of 30. Yeah, if the answer is 24, then the method and the answer what we done is correct. So it's like £30 minus 20% of that. Yeah, you can quickly do this, just to, like, you can put down here just to check. So 30%, what you do, £30, sorry, what you do minus 20%, that gives you, so you see, you can from here what you got. Okay, it's just a quick check. Now some of the students they make a common mistake when they have a reverse percentage, and this is you don't do. Okay, the common mistake is when we have this type of questions, they work out 20% of 24, and that you should not do it. Okay, that's definitely no. Okay, so that you don't do. So follow this one, and that's the easiest way I could thought of for my students. Reverse percentage plays a very big role in life. There are a lot of things we work out on reverse percentage. Okay, now do me a favor, if you are finding this video informative, please like and subscribe this video. When you like and subscribe, it just motivates me to make more videos. Okay, so please do so. Be sure to click that like button and drop a comment if you have any question, and I will do my best to reply. Thank you.